Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth episode of Par for the Course. I'm Daniel Allegretto, and I'm joined by Julian Garcia.
Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about stories and things that we feel are share worthy. My story today actually just happened today, and I almost got like in my first fight. Almost though, almost. And this was probably the closest I've come to like fighting ever.
I haven't
Um,
heard this either, so this will be news to me
yeah,
as well.
yeah, exactly, yeah. That's why I'm excited to tell this story. So, um, you know, it was today, we were at school. I had a pretty good school day. I got all my work done, and then it was after school. Right after school, the bell rang, and then I walked to the weight room. And then I got there, and then I met up with one of my buds who like I typically lift weights with. And then as soon as I got there was this wannabe cholo, like I assume he's like a sophomore or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, I'm a senior. Right. So there's this wannabe, cholo sophomore with his group of friends, and then there's another group of friends, right? And they're all playing soccer, and it was going good, right? There wasn't any problems. And then not even like 2 minutes after I get there, a wannabe cholo kid is like making fun of this white kid that's there, and he's saying because they were like kicking the ball, and he kept messing up. He's like, "Oh, kick the ball, white boy, right?" And
Yeah.
then the first two times I was like, okay, there's dickheads at school all the time. What are you gonna do? But then, um, so it just he kept on going on with this one kid, and he was specifically picking on this one kid. I kicked the wall, white boy, white boy. It got so bad that this racist asshole was making like everyone else feel like awkward. Like no one was laughing at his jokes, right? He
Mm-hmm.
just kept on going on with the racist jokes. And it even got to the point where the white kid, right? He's like, okay, bro, stop. Like he was fed up with it, right? And then like I even told my friend, I was like, this guy's like fucking annoying, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand. But anyways, I don't let it bother me, but I'm like, okay, whatever. I go to like lift my weights, and then the guy, keep in mind, I've never met him in my life, comes up to me, says another racist joke that I can't remember right now, but it wasn't funny. I didn't laugh, and I'm just looking at him,
Directed at
and then he
you?
goes directed at me. Well, no, no. He was saying a racist joke towards someone different, and then like pointed at me, kind of like, hey, you agree? And I don't know. The guy was stupid. He tried making a stupid joke. Two
Mm.
times he tried making a racist joke to try to get me to laugh. No one was laughing. I didn't laugh. And I'm like, all right, dude, calm the fuck down, right? And then this was like as he was turning away, and then he stops and then like fast paces up towards me,
Ooh.
gets inches away from my face, inches, right? And then no one has ever like really gotten like up in my face like that. So I was like surprised, but I held my ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh yeah, what the fuck you can do about it? What you can do about it?" I sound like cringe like saying it, but like he was purposely trying to make like his like voice deeper. And let me give you a description of this guy. So basically a literal chihuahua, right? Dude was like, yeah, dude was 3 inches shorter than me, right? So he had to like he like I don't know, it
Just
was
stand on
weird.
his tippy toes to be even able
Yes,
to look you
yeah,
at eye level.
exactly. And then he was like purposely trying to make his voice deeper and like all bark no bite, right? So then he comes up to my face like our noses is about to touch,
Ooh.
right? Ooh, I felt like punching this guy so bad. And I'm the most like passive person a lot of people will meet. But
Yeah,
like as
I
soon
would
as you
agree.
get like yeah, you've known me for a bit. So like and I do not like fighting or anything, but oh my God, this guy has been the closest person I've come to like throwing hands with, right? So he's up in my face, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck you can do about it? What are you gonna, huh?" Like all that, like just
You know,
insult after insult, and then he's coming like, he's like mocking me and stuff. And after that, I'm just staring him down. I'm just staring him down, and I think I even told him like, back off or like whatever. I don't completely remember. It all happened really fast.
hmm
So then like he's doing all that, and then I stand my ground, and then okay, I'm gonna tell you what I told my friends. I'm gonna tell you what really happened, Daniel. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Um, okay. So he did back away. He was the one who backed away. I stood my ground. I just stared him down. Like he looked like a bitch, right? Um, but before then, before he walked like backed off, what I told my friends was that I stared him down. That was a lie. I kind of wanted to sound badass, right?
Yeah.
So what I really did, and I feel like this was a power move on my end, right? So his face is still really, really close to my face. And then I'm like, oh, what? We better kiss right now, right? Because everyone was watching, right? And they all laughed. They all laughed at my joke when this racist ass motherfucker couldn't get a single laugh out, right?
Dude.
Of anybody. So then they're all laughing, and then he just says like, "Oh, what you gonna do?" Right? He says that back. He's like, "Oh, what you gonna do?" And then I go grab his face like by the cheeks, right? And then I start leaning in, but
No.
I'm I don't swing that way. So like I didn't actually do that, but he was, whoa, and then like threw himself
Hey,
back,
you
right?
just gotta threaten his masculinity, and that's it.
Exactly,
That
exactly.
is kind
And
of a
then
power
he
move.
folded, right? He folded right away. He folded right away. And like a few of my buddies were laughing, a few of his buddies were laughing. So that I'm actually kind of like the whole ordeal was stupid, right? Like he was being a racist asshole. Um, but I'm kind of proud of like what I did, and I'm glad that it happened um because I was talking to this about my like friends a while ago. I was like, I feel like too many people like step over, like I let them step over me, like I don't stand my ground.
Hmm.
But this is the first time that I really stuck up for like myself or others.
Yeah, good for you for doing that, actually.
Thank you.
That is
Yeah,
that is a
it's this is
total power move.
definitely exactly, yeah. So this is definitely like an important day to me.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And then oh, that's not even the best part. So he walks away, and then I like the whole time just staring him down, right? And then 10 minutes pass, and then I'm inside doing my thing, and then he comes up to me, and he just straight up asked me, he's like, "Hey, we're gonna play soccer. Do you want to play with us?" And I was so thrown off.
What?
I'm like, this dude, like, not even 10 minutes ago, was up in my face, acting like all that, right? And then I wasn't really like angry with him. I was just annoyed as fuck towards him, right?
Hmm.
So, I tell him, is like, no, I'm gonna work out. And he's like, oh, bro. And then he says, bro, but you're already buff. Like, you don't need to work out. He straight up said that word for word, right? Um, so I'm like, no, no, I'm gonna work out. And he's like, oh, okay. And then I didn't want to like I wanted to like this is gonna sound like asshole of me, but like put him in his place, but I don't want to like be the asshole too.
Hmm.
So he was like, "Oh no, bro!" Like I forgot what exactly he said, but it was something about his like body image. And I'm like, "Nah, bro, you hot as fuck, right?" Like I literally said that, and he's like, "Oh, thanks." And then like, so it was such a weird ordeal
Enemies to
from
lovers in like
exactly.
30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I was so thrown off by the guy because like first he was all up in my face, and then second, like I didn't want to be the asshole to the asshole, you know. So I'm like, okay, whatever, we're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that all went down.
That's so weird. Did you even get his name or anything or
No, I never met the dude. I didn't get his name. I don't know any of his friends. I just know he was a lower classman.
so weird.
So if I threw the first like punch, I for sure would have been in jail
Yeah.
because I'm 18, and then I'm guessing he's like 15 or 16.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Hey, well,
Yeah.
good thing you didn't get into a fight.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what's funny though? It's like I know I've been talking on this story for like a bit now, but should I talk about like my parents finding out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, you know how you're saying like, oh, good thing I didn't throw the first punch because I could have like I would have gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so when I got in the car, I told my mom, and then my mom told my dad. And I would have told my dad either way, but like I was doing homework. So then he comes in my room and he's like, "So I heard you almost got in a fight today, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it wasn't all that." But so my mom gave him the details that I gave her, and from then on, he was like, "So I know that you stood your ground, but as soon as they get up in your face, that's when you go ahead and clock back your arm." And then, so basically, he was giving me like a whole session on how to fight because he knows I've never been in a fight. But it
Mm,
was really sweet though. It was really sweet because um like my dad is also one of the most like nicest people I know. Like the way he interacts with me, with others, like he's very nice. But then he's also told me stories of like, because he grew up like dirt poor with like 9 siblings, so he had to know like learn how to fight.
oh dang.
So these stories he'd tell me of like him when him and my mom were dating, they went to the Oceanside Pier, and so they were out walking on the pier, and this was when there was more like gang activity in Oceanside, you know, back then. And in order to be initiated in gangs, you kind of like sometimes you had to like beat up other people.
Yeah.
So this group, I think he said of like 4 guys, came up to my mom and him, and then so he went ahead and like told my mom to like go like keep walking. And so like these guys were about to jump him, but he was right on the wall of the pier. So I'm not gonna try to reenact what he said because I'm gonna make it sound stupid as fuck. But basically, he was like y'all can fight me, but I promise at least 2 of you are coming off this pier with me, right? So
Shit.
I was like, yeah, yeah. So like I really wanna be like he kind of inspired me because I wanna be that good person, that nice person that people can like look up to, but also be protected by, you know?
Yeah, like if someone messes with you, gonna fucking beat their
Knock them.
ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So that's that like this whole like today and then what he's told me and all that. And he even told me he's like I told him I was like, yeah, I didn't throw the first punch though, because like I would have gotten in trouble for sure. And he was telling me how um like my dad and my mom would have my back and everything. And so it was really cool experience, and I hope that I can like grow from it to the point where like I'll be that like the it sounds generic, but like the good guy, but then I also want to be someone that everyone likes, but then like someone that can protect and defend others, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, so that was my spiel. That was today. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I unfortunately do not have a story as inspiring or as cool as that. So I'm not even gonna try and top it. But I was not here last week, or like from March 2nd to 7th, as some of you may know. I was in Hawaii. I went to Oahu just to celebrate a friend's birthday because she was turning 18, even though her birthday's on like the 23rd. I'm sorry, but I don't
Of this month?
remember. Yeah, I'm very
Oh,
sorry, Zyril. I don't remember when your birthday is. It's either the 22nd or the 23rd. But we went to Hawaii March 2nd through 7th because that's when tickets were just like super goddamn cheap. It's like $100, $150 for round trip tickets. So we're all just like, all right, we're just gonna skip school, go there for a week, and just have fun. And so it was, how many people were on the trip? I think 11 or 12, like kids our age, and then the parents, and then family. Like not my family, but Cyril, that's the name of the person that we were going there for. But anyways, it was was it 7 of us in one room? I think we were all 7 of us in one hotel room. There was 2 beds and one couch that was actually able to be slept on because there was another one, but it was way too short, like way too small
And
for anyone to lay on.
is this including like the parents or like just
No,
like
this
you
is
guys?
just this. This is because we had 3 rooms in total, one for the parents, and then 2 rooms for the kids to like just decide how they wanted to be split up. So me and the all the guys, because there's 5 guys, and then um 2 girls who were in our room because they didn't uh I don't know, they just preferred to be in our room. Uh so it was pretty cramped because we have 7 people in one hotel room that's meant for like 2 or 3.
Whew.
So we had to fit like the regular twin beds.
Yes, yeah, like the skinny ones.
Yeah. So we had 2 people on one. I was on one of them, and my other friend Bo was on one of them. Then we had the other bed was it doesn't really matter. But basically, I was with my friend Bo, and he is notorious for being like bad to sleep with because supposedly he kicks in his sleep a lot. He's just one of those not good to sleep with people because I don't know. But
He's an active sleeper. Like
yeah,
he moves a lot.
yeah,
Okay,
he's an active sleeper. He's an
I'm an
athlete,
active sleeper. Yeah.
so I guess it transfers to his nighttime sleep. But anyways, so I discovered that when I was sleeping, I sleep talk, but only only occasionally, and it's in a weird limbo state where I'm not quite awake and not quite asleep yet. And so the first night that it happened, I think everyone was going to bed. It was like probably 11 o'clock at night. I was getting ready for bed, or I was already in bed. Bo was just he was on his phone doing something. I don't remember what he was doing, but I was sleeping. But I think I was laying on my side, and then I sat up and laid on my back, and I just started mumbling. I was like, "No, no, I haven't taken that class yet." Like,
Bruh, you were dreaming about school while being away from school.
no, but I don't remember anything of what I was thinking about. And Bo, he just looked at me. He's like, "What did you just say?" I said, and I woke up at that point. I said, "What do you mean? I didn't say anything." And he said, "No, you just said." No, I haven't taken that class yet. Like just the most random shit ever. And then we all started laughing because I mean I was surprised myself because I never sleep talked. And then we went to bed. And this happened 3 times. The second night,
Oh, wait, oh, okay. I thought you meant like all in like the consecutive
oh
night.
no. That
I would have like just gone to the other room at that point.
yeah.
Which I don't understand why some of like you guys just didn't split the room.
It's cuz
Like
it
the
was
other because there was an empty room, right?
no.
Oh, wait, I'm confused because you said that the
There's
girls ended
12
up just
there's 12 people, right? In total. 3 rooms. Parents were in one room. The 5 guys were in one room with 2 of the girls, and then the other girls were in the other room.
mm,
But the second night, kind of the same scenario, like getting ready for bed. Everyone's just kind of laying in their bed on their phones. I'm already trying to sleep because I have insomnia, so it is really hard for me to fall asleep. And I'm also a restless sleeper. Like I have, I think I have restless legs syndrome, which you kind of just like tap your foot even while you're in bed, and it's kind of annoying, and it just
that's
makes it
crazy.
really hard to sleep. But the same scenario happened. I was falling asleep. Everyone else is still awake, and I did the same mumbling. I said, no, I only have 2 bandages left." And Bo,
Before
my
not even
friend,
asleep.
yeah, I know he looked over me. He's like, "The fuck are you doing? Like, are you playing Fortnite in your sleep or some shit?" I sat up. I was like, I have no idea what the hell is because I don't know that I'm saying it either. It's not like I don't know. it's
No, no, no. I get what you're saying. It's like you do and you don't know what you're doing at the same time, right?
yeah, like after I woke up, I think I knew that I said something because people around me were laughing, but I had no idea what I said. They had to tell me, like, yeah, you were talking about like bandages and shit. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, no. I like I 100% get what you're saying because I am an active sleep talker
Really?
completely. Yes. And sleepwalker, which is scary.
Jeez.
Um yeah, recently it hasn't been bad. Um but like when I was younger it happened a lot and then it happens like occasionally. So it's the best way I can describe it is like so I'm probably having a dream that I'm not conscious about, that I'm not aware about. And then I do something in my dream, like let's say I sit up in my dream, and then I'll sit up in real life, and then I'll be talking about what I'm talking in my dream, and then I'll slowly gain consciousness. So I'll literally be talking to my wall, saying um, "Oh yeah, no, no, it's over there, it's over there," and I'll repeat myself, "It's over there," and then when the wall doesn't reply, I'm kind of like, "Oh shit, I'm sleep talking." Then I'll just go right back to bed.
That's so fun. I can imagine that.
No, it's happened. I catch myself doing it too. I've caught myself sleepwalking. Um, I've caught myself sleep talking. When I was a baby, my parents caught me sleep talking to my crib asking for black licorice in Spanish, and that's not even made up. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It's so weird. It's like you don't realize that you're sleep talking or like what you're saying or thinking. At the same time, you have an idea, but it's very blurry.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I have my own room, so I sleep by myself, obviously. So I probably could be sleep talking at some point, but I'm not aware of it because I'm asleep most likely. But like being with other people and having them hear what I was saying and then like responding to it and me reacting and waking up, that's what made me realize like, oh shit. I said just random ass. I mean, I'm glad it wasn't like racial slurs or anything, or like just
Yeah, that's the scary part because you don't know what you're gonna say.
yeah, you could just say I'm not gonna say it on here, but you could say some like really messed up stuff and then just be like, oh shoot, I said that while I was
Yeah,
asleep. Reveal something about you. But no, I just said really
exactly.
random stuff. No, I haven't taken that class yet. I only have two bandages left. And then one time, I think Bo said is the person I was sleeping with. He said that I just sat up, like upright. You know they do like the cartoon character, just like sit straight up. And I just said
Arms on the side and everything.
birds, and
Birds?
just birds. And then I went back to sleep.
Bird. You like flopped your head back on the pillow and everything.
Think so. I don't remember. It's one of those things. That was like I think that
Bird.
was like early in the morning too. So everyone else is up but not me.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it that you're the same like with me, where like I'll sleep talk a lot in the walk, and I don't even know because like there's a couple times where my parents be like, oh yeah, you came in our room and like you were sleepwalking and talking to us, and I'm like, what?
Did I say
Like
anything
I was
bad?
in bed all night. Either you're talking to my doppelganger, and I was completely out.
Yeah, it's so weird. I want to know like the science behind why we sleepwalk and sleep talk. I mean, I guess because like our brains are still on when we're sleeping, but
And that's probably it because I noticed that whenever I sleep talk or walk, I wake up like more tired. Even if I was like sleeping, but I was sleep talking or walking because the brain is active.
yeah, and like how do you
So
know where? Because your eyes are closed, right? So like, how do you know not to just walk into walls and stuff?
that is the most crazy thing too because I live I my house is a two-story, and right outside the hallway of my door is the stairs downstairs. For the 18 years of my life, it is beyond me how I have not fallen down the stairs sleepwalking.
Dude, that'd be
Yeah,
terrible. You imagine you
I,
wake up and you're just at the bottom of the stairs with half your bones broken and shattered to pieces. You're like, shit, man.
that's like genuinely one of my fears that like I'm gonna sleepwalk and I don't know why, but apparently I'm like I know what I'm you know what you're doing when you're sleepwalking because like there's turns in my hallway and everything and I've never once stubbed my toe. I've never like once hit the door or anything. It's like I have a mental map of my house apparently.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Have you ever woken up like have you ever sleptwalked? Go to like you're in bed, you sleepwalk, and then you wake up somewhere completely different.
I don't think so. Maybe when I was younger, but now I have such a hard time falling asleep, and I'm also a really light sleeper. Like I'll wake up from pretty much anything that I feel like I would know if I was walking around. And also, there's like a lot of my room's kind of like pretty messy. There's a lot of shit on the floor. So
Mm.
if I were to sleepwalk, I would almost 100% trip on something and like fall on my face.
Yeah. Oh,
Unless I'm just a really skilled sleepwalker and I can detect things in the
exactly.
dark.
Like you turn into Daredevil, like overnight. His
Just when
echolocation.
I'm sleeping. I'm like
Yeah.
Zenitsu.
That's wait, Zenitsu.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
just
when he's
like
sleeping.
he's
Yeah.
only good when he sleeps, and then he wakes up. He's
Yeah,
like scared. Ah,
I only like him when he's asleep. I
really?
only like
I
him
like
he's
him.
annoying when he's awake.
Really, I like him when
I'm
he's
sorry, but
awake.
he is. No, he is so loud, so obnoxious. I can't with him.
I mean, he's
So badass
annoying,
when he's
but
asleep though.
he's a silly annoying.
No, it's just stupid annoying. But you know what? Knowing I like those Inosuke.
I like Inosuke
He's
too.
like yeah, he's funny. I have a sticker of him, but oh here it is. Hey, it's on my desk.
Just send
He's
me a
like
picture
doing
of it.
the like he's where you know how he can like dislocate his like joints and everything.
I think so.
Have you not watched the anime?
No, I have. I've only watched season one, and I watched the movie, like the Mugen Train.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they go more into depth about like him being able to dislocate like his entire body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that much.
Um, what was I had like a follow up to it, but I kind of forgot. Oh, so I think that sleepwalking and all that might be hereditary because my dad was also a sleepwalker, and he told me a story of when he was little. He was asleep and he was sleepwalking. He was dreaming, but he can't remember exactly what he was dreaming. But he woke up to the refrigerator, like in front of the refrigerator door open, and his thing out, like about to take a piss. But so I guess he was dreaming about like pissing in the toilet or something, but like a cold hit hit his boys right at the right time where he woke up and he was like, "Oh,"
The
and
fuck
then
am
like
I
went back to
doing?
bed. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's
That's
hereditary.
that's pretty funny. Good thing you didn't pee in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Have you heard the stories of like people like shitting in their dreams and then they shit their pants?
I have, yes.
Wait, oh, I thought you meant like you have shit your pants
Oh,
doing that before.
I don't
No?
think so. I hope not. I feel like I would
Okay.
have remembered. Oh
You would probably remember. That's traumatic.
shit.
I've only soiled my pantaloons one time. I'm not gonna speak about it. No.
Isn't
That's uh that's something I'm taking to my grave.
it? Well, let's see. Oh, I've got another story. This is a pretty short one. I this was a couple years ago, maybe like two, but I was sitting on my bed because I have my whole gaming setup in my room, and there's not much room in my room, if that makes sense. It's mostly just bed.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, no, same thing with me.
I don't have a place to put like a gaming chair or anything to sit in front of my TV, so I just sit on my bed or like lay on it, whatever. And it's comfy, it's nice. But it must have been a Saturday because I had been playing games all day, like like literally all day since I woke up to about dinner time, which is when the story takes place. And it's not even really a story, but basically, uh, I was playing games. I heard my sister say that dinner was ready, and I was like, "Oh boy!" I was super excited. I
Oh boy, dinner.
jumped out of bed, and the next thing I know, I was laying face down on the floor, like colliding with my chair, just already on the floor, and like my head and shoulder hurt, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I think I passed out while getting up, just because I'd been sitting all day and there was no blood flow whatsoever, and I just jumped straight up, and all the blood went not to my head, and I just fell.
Isn't that crazy how like one moment you're up and then the next you just gain consciousness on the floor?
Yeah, and I didn't know if it was real or not. I was like, did that just happen? Because I woke up, or I woke up, I woke up, and then my sister was like, "Hey, dinner's ready again, I think." So I was like, uh, okay.
Your sister's like, "The fuck you doing on the floor? Dinner's ready,
No,
asshole. Get over here."
she didn't she didn't even see me. She just like called it out from the kitchen. So I was like,
Oh,
okay. And I just got up and just went to eat dinner. I didn't say anything to anyone about it. Like I think I just passed out. I just like okay. So it's just I don't know, it's one of those weird moments.
I that's like something where I'd be like, "Is existence real? Like, did I just like time skip?"
Yeah, it made me question reality for a bit. I was like, how
'Cause
long is it?
did you feel yourself knock out like at all, or was it just like you're on the floor?
No, all I remember was my sister calling my name. I got up and then I'm just like on the floor. I was like, what the shit? Did I just get King Crimsoned or something? That's a JoJo thing. But
I know, and I hate that I know. I haven't even watched the anime, but I know.
but it was like, I don't know. You got to experience it to understand. And that was the first time I passed out. First and only time.
Oh no, I understand. Don't you remember the time that I passed out at school?
When?
Eh, this was last. Oh, it was last term. I didn't have you in any of my classes. Yeah, no, dude, I knocked out at school completely cold.
What?
I lost consciousness.
How? What, were you in PE or something or what?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I have not told you.
Well, tell me about it
Do you
now.
want me to go ahead and tell the
Yeah,
story?
yeah, go.
It's not super long. Yeah. All right. Okay. So this was last term where we had four completely different classes, and then one of them was advanced weights. So that was kind of like one of the core reasons that um like the me passing out happened. So this was like a time where I was like dieting really hard and I was like exercising every day and all of that. And then so doing all that and then on top of like skipping breakfast and like having like like a meal replacement shake, some other thing, that kind of like messed up my kidneys or my liver or one of them for some reason to the point where like I'd get really lightheaded easily and then it like for the past 3 months 2 months I had been getting really lightheaded really easily. Like there was a couple instances where I almost passed out, but then like I got myself back. So the time that I did pass out was it was during class and like in the weight room is connected to you know how it's like connected to the hallway where you can go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing my workout and then I feel extremely lightheaded. This is the most lightheaded I've ever felt. And then like I wasn't even doing anything too bad. It was just like a little bit of cardio. So then I I don't want like just in case I pass out. This happened before, but I was like, you know what? Just in case I pass out, I don't want to pass out in front of the whole class. So I get up and then I walk out into the hallway, and I'm like pacing myself, trying to like catch my breath, and then out of no, you know how like you mentioned with you is like you were out, right?
Hmm.
Well, with me, it was I was walking out there where the water fountains are, and then I kind of just um regained consciousness standing up at another area. And
What?
then it happened again and again. Like it was almost like if I was like teleporting in a sense, you know what I mean?
Throwing ender
Yeah,
pearls.
exactly, bro. And it was so weird because like I felt super drowsy. I felt super drowsy, and then I was appearing in one place and then another, and then I ran into like a cone that was there that I like did not mean to run into, so I was beginning to get sluggish, and then I woke up. I I I I, I assume I passed out standing up, and then I woke up sitting down against the wall. And the scary thing is that when I passed out, I was in the middle of the room, not close to any of the walls. So somehow I either unconsciously either fell down and crawled to the wall, or I unconsciously walked to the wall and then sat down and then knocked out. And I have no idea how long I was knocked out for either.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always terrifying, not being conscious of your experiences, like what you've done.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's so wild because it's like you're there one moment and then you're not, and then you're somewhere else another moment. And you also feel like shit. Like when you woke up, did you feel really bad? Like terrible?
Um, I didn't feel great, but I was like definitely had like lightheaded, head spinning, head hurty, you know,
Yeah, head
typical.
hurting, yeah. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I felt oh, I woke up drenched in sweat. And keep in mind beforehand I was not sweating. I was cold sweating. I was sweating bullets. And
Shit.
then I was so weak to the point where I could not get up. I couldn't move. Luckily, the savior, the OG, Mr. Jaime.
Hey.
Hold up, Mr. Jaime. Shout out Mr. Jaime. I would not be here without him. Um, he was just so happening to like pass by, and then he noticed that I looked like shit. So then he's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No." And he could tell that like I was absolutely bad. So then he called up security, and then security come pick me up, and they had to like pick me off of the ground.
God.
Um, yeah, and then so then they drove me to the nurse's office, and it was such a funny experience because I've been to the nurses before, and the nurse was like really like strict or like just doesn't care because I'm sure she sees a lot of kids who like has bullshit reasons to be in there. And then so she saw me and she's like, "Oh my God, put them on the table," because apparently I was pale and my lips were purple.
Holy shit.
Wait, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my computer did something weird for a second. But yeah, so like this lady who like the last time I saw her was like, deal with it, right? Because I had a stomach ache. She saw like I knew it was bad when she was starting to be like actually worry about me. So then they hooked me up to this like oxygen thing, and then they put a clip on my finger, and then they noticed that my blood pressure was absolutely down. So then after that they like sent me home, like they had my mom pick me up, and then we went to the emergency room, and then they found out that something was up with my like levels with my kidneys and liver. And I went and did so many blood tests throughout like 3 months after. Like I went probably like 10 times to get my blood drawn and piss in jugs. I'm not even joking, for
Oh.
like straight up 2 days. And they still do not know what's wrong with me. Luckily, I got a lot better. I'm good now. I can do exercise and I'm great. I like recovered. But so that was like a whole experience, which I hope I
Okay.
do not relive.
So that okay, because I remember seeing on your story you being like in the hospital, just kind of like not randomly, but I didn't know why you were there. So was it because you passed out and you
Yep.
decided to?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that that makes sense.
Yeah. And it was so weird because like I thought I was living like I thought I was like healthier than I had ever been. But they assumed that because I told them that I had lost 30 pounds in like a span of probably 3 months,
Holy shit.
3 4 months. Yeah, 3 4 months. So they're like, "Oh, your body is probably like really out of it. and so they were like telling me like I need to drink a lot more water, I need to eat more, and all that. And I wasn't like I didn't have like an eating disability or anything. I was just like eating to lose weight.
Hmm.
But luckily, I found a good way to like um, eat enough, drink enough, and then like still be able to feel fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my story. Our story, pass out story sucks. Would not do it again.
Yeah, I go to the gym. I've come close to it, but I know when to stop, and I'm just like, whoa, 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 hold on, me, and I'll take a break, just sit down for like 5 minutes, drink some water. So I'm glad I haven't passed out at the gym, because that'd be kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
But that's scary.
I think it's time for us to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Um, we still don't have an intro. I mean, an
I mean,
outro.
we did do oh an outro. Yeah, I don't know. What should we do about that? And then right, honestly, right there, you can cut off right there, and then that's
Yeah,
like
let's
perfect.
just cut it.